yet another video of Berlin. This time I'm showcasing the ever so popular Christopher Street Day Parade. As you can see, it's a flaming gay festival that happens every year. And if you're wondering why you can't hear the music and why I'm doing a voiceover, well, because I don't like the music that they play. It makes my ears bleed, the stuff that was coming out of the speakers there at the parade. It's like a combination of techno, which I loathe entirely, combined with some backshelf Euro trash disco, if you will. But it's not cool disco. It's not like Casey and the Sunshine Band and Donna Summers or any Michael Jackson music. It's absolute Euro trash music. So you're welcome. I spared you. Instead, I have Joe Jackson playing in the background, who also happens to have an apartment in Berlin, by the way. And we are buddies and hang out sometimes. But anyhow, back to the parade. As you can see, they're very, very creative with their costumes. And it probably takes them quite a few months to sew them together. But this parade goes on not just all day. I'm telling you, it doesn't even stop till like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. There they are dressed up as flight attendants, kind of like what the village people would do, but, you know. This great statue there is called the Siegersäule, and it's on a street called Straße des 17. Juni, the street of the 17th of June. That statue, by the way, was a gift from France to Germany. I bet it cost a hell of a lot to ship that over. Yeah, so, some people say that San Francisco is the gay capital of the world, but I beg to differ. It's definitely Berlin. I've lived in Berlin half my life, so I know for a fact it's predominantly gay. Not joking. So if you're gay, you need to hurry on over to Berlin because you'll be in heaven. However, it can be a bit of hell for heterosexual women. Let me tell you, there's a shortage of heterosexual men in Berlin. A lot of women have gotten good at stealing other people's boyfriends and or sharing. It's like a lot of men, straight men, juggle a couple different girlfriends and they get away with it. They're upfront about it because, you know, the girls have no choice. You got to share. Some American GIs that I know that used to be in the Army. So in 1995, the Allied forces left Berlin. And some of them stayed in Berlin because they're like, why the fuck would I want to go back to America when I can juggle 3 or 4 different German girls? They feel like rock stars in Berlin. They really do. It's hilarious. Anyhow, as you can see, people are not shy. They're barely dressed and flaunting their sexuality. Something I'm more reserved at. I don't do that. I don't do any public displays of sexuality. I don't kiss in public. Never have. I think it's too much. But more power to these people. They don't care. They're like letting it all hang out. Very colorful. I was wearing an AC/DC shirt while I was filming this, and people were looking at me like, are you lost? Yeah. I mean, if you've noticed, it's going to be hard to find a gay guy wearing a Rush shirt or a Led Zeppelin shirt. So that's the only problem I have with the gay community is their music. I mean, my uncle's gay, my aunt's gay. My mom was gay for a little while. So I have nothing against that. I just don't like their music. You'll never catch me in a gay club because they're not playing Rick James. Yeah, they're playing techno shit. So, plus I don't go out unless it involves karaoke or food. But yeah, I wish they could crank some, some Pink Floyd or something, or Elton John. Okay, here we go. Why don't they play some Elton John music? Why not? Or Queen? No, no. They're just gonna stick. Oh, look at him. Oh, honey, aren't you cute? Right back at you. Something tells me that guy's British. So, yeah, I just wanted to go down to the parade with my Canon camera that I just got. And I'm telling you, looking back at the video footage, I don't think it's better than the Sony. I think the footage is kind of blurry. The colors are weird. So, fuck the Canon. I'm going to go right back to the Sony and resume filming Berlin. I love making videos. There was so much footage I had to speed it up, by the way. I mean, I think I had like 2 hours of footage, so I just put it on fast forward and decided to do a voiceover instead. I mean, there's no way I could expose you to that horrible music. And by the way, how, some people say New York is the city that never sleeps. That's a flat out lie, okay? Berlin is the city that never sleeps. There are bars and clubs that never close. Literally on the corner where I live, there's a bar called Die Albtraum. Albtraum means nightmare in English. It doesn't close. There's no locks on the door. It's open 24/7, okay? I had an American girlfriend named Lisa come visit me. It was really hard to keep her out of there. At 5 a.m, I'd be like going to drag her out of the bar. I'm like, Lisa, you gotta come home, okay? And there are clubs. There's one called Walfisch and another one called Tresor. You could show up at 2 a.m. and people would just be getting there, and they go on and party until like noon, 1 p.m. It is really hard to focus and just work if you live in Berlin because there's so many opportunities to party. It is party capital, for sure. But the scene takes over Berlin for like a few days. The Christopher Street Day Parade is not just a parade, it's like a happening. I used to live on a street called Mottstrasse, M-O-T-Z, Mottstrasse, number 77, by the way. That's a really gay area. And sometimes on a Friday or Saturday, I'd be leaving the house to go out. And I'd see couples walk by wearing chaps and a thong. So I'd see naked asses all the time. And I felt really safe. Like, no one's going to rape me because they're all gay. So I think Berlin's, in that sense, is a very safe city. I mean, there might be some violent crimes and stuff. Some bicycle stealing and car theft. But rape is not a big thing in Berlin, no way. Well, I mean, you can get freaky anywhere you want. There's also lots of swinger clubs. Yeah, there's one called Zwanglos down the street from my house. There's no windows, you can't look in, but it's literally swingers club. Oh, this, by the way, is the Brandenburger Tor and the TV tower in the background there. That's the Brandenburger Gate. Oh, and this little grandma here, twisting round and round with her sexy cape and her thigh-high leather boots. She said she dresses like that every day. I asked her. It wasn't just for the parade. That's her thing, okay? So it's never too late to bring your freak flag out. Here we have Potsdamer Platz. It's the center of what used to be the center of East and West Berlin, okay? There was the wall, and then a no man's land and another wall. And on each side of those walls were towers where they had snipers And in the no man's land in the middle, they had lots of landmines. So if you tried to escape East Germany and climb the wall and run across to the other wall, you wouldn't have made it because you would have had your legs blown off from the landmines or you would have been shot. And now, look at it. There's a S-Bahn, which means overground train. There's an U-Bahn, which means underground train. There's a shopping mall. There's banks, hotels, apartment buildings. Berlin's got it going on. Oh, those are pieces of the wall standing there at Potsdamer Platz. It's a pretty happening city. And really clean, actually. You'll be hard-pressed to even find a cigarette butt on the street.